Welcome back to the Electricians 2 channel. On the bench today we have the EXTECH 380281 dual display multimeter, true RMS. Guys, this meter was made available on the market for sale June the 10th, 2002. This meter has since been discontinued for sale, but you probably can find one or two on eBay. It's kind of rare if you do, and if you're interested in this meter and you were to find one on eBay and it's in good condition and the price is right, I would not hesitate to purchase it. This is a very rare multimeter, and it's a well-to-do multimeter. Now, this is the third one that I have that looks like this. It's all the same, but it's been rebranded by 3 different companies. The first one I have, now all the ones I'm naming, I have videos on it. So if you want to check those out, you can. It's the BK Precision. They have one. Hyoki came out with one, and EXTECH came out with one. Now each one of those manufacturers, they came out with 2 versions of this meter. They have one like this one is the one. This is the basic version of the EXTECH one, but they have one at 380282. That's the model number, and BK Precision have the same thing. They came out with 2 versions of it, and it's also EXTECH. Hyoki did the same thing. And all of that has been discontinued as far as being made also. Remember, I just said they were rebranded multimeters, and I guess the company that they licensed to make it for them, they stopped making them, so that's why they're not selling them anymore. But you may luck out and find some on the market. I've seen them for as high as $700 before. This was a couple of months back. I got to tell you, this is a really good multimeter. Very nice multimeter. It's very accurate. It's durable. It's well built. It kind of holding it in my hand, I tell you, it reminds me of a Fluke 87. Those of you who may own a Fluke 87 or have used one or held one in your hand, you know how well it feels, or high quality it feels. This one is just these multimeters are the same as far as that, and they have a lot of features, a lot of usable features. But let me just zoom you in closer and give you a better view of some of the features on here. And while I'm doing it, I'm gonna ask you guys to support the channel by hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and leaving a comment. And all of that is for free. You just help me support the channel, and I really would appreciate it. A lot of guys love reading the comments, and I do too. So I'm not charging you a dime. I just want to know if you like the channel or not, like what I'm doing. So if you do, help support the channel. Subscribe to the channel, and it'll put you in rotation for all my videos, past and present and future. And you'll see my past videos as well. So thank you for that in advance. So let's take a look at the bottom down here. It's rated, what is it, 1,000 volts? No. Oh, there it is up there. It's a Cat 3 600, Cat 2 1000. The jack input, you see what's going on down there. It takes one 9-volt battery to power this meter up. Let's look at some of the features around the dial. I kid you not, guys, this is a very nice meter. I'm gonna tell you one of the things I don't like about it. And I don't know if I looked in the manual and it didn't mention it, but I don't know. It would be kind of odd for this not to happen. It don't have a backlight, and I'm wondering. Something keep telling me to take it apart, and I'm going to do that. Maybe something came loose, because I bought the meter, but I didn't buy it brand new. It was I bought it used online, but it's in hell of a condition, good condition. But you know how sometimes you buy things online, somebody before you may have been a tinkerer, opening it up, or may have blown a fuse, didn't know how to work it. It could be that. But the backlight don't come on. And I'm sure one of these buttons right here, either this white one or the green one, should turn that backlight on. the version that I have for Hyoki would be this same version here for EXTECH. Remember I said they have two versions of it. One of them have more features than the other, but that version have a backlight. So I'm suspecting that maybe something came loose in there. I'm gonna take a look at it. Maybe a fuse. I don't know, but I'm gonna take a look because this is too nice of a meter not to have a backlight. Now anyway, look at some of the features. We have volts AC, volts DC, millivolts right here, AC DC, continuity, resistance, continuity, resistance, diode, and that's diode with a beep. That's capacitance, microamps, AC DC, milliamps, and amperage AC and DC. And then another off button. Let's look at the soft keys up here. Now I mentioned once before, this is one of these. Well, I know the green one up here, this turquoise looking soft key. That's when you want to select one of the highlighted thing around the dial here, one of the features around the dial. That would be your selection button. Now you have a hold button right here, and you have a rail button to zero it out, range, a dual. They have a dual display on here, and I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm gonna just put it on so you guys can see. And they have hertz, would be down here, and let's look at the dual display. There we go. So it's a really nice meter, you know, and it's too nice of a meter not to have a backlight. So I'm gonna take it apart and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm wondering if maybe something simple, a fuse. Because when I bought it, it's nothing wrong with this meter as far as damage, anything. No, this meter's well taken care of. Yeah, I would consider it being new, but not in the box. And this, I'm just wondering if whoever used it may have blown a fuse, and because I got it for a very good price. So I'm gonna check it out. But anyway, guys, this and the rubber boot is really nice. And I already mentioned that it takes one 9-volt battery to power this meter up. They have probe holders on the back of the rubber boot to hold your probes when you're not using it. When you're not using the meter to store the probes. And let me just get you down. Check out the meter leads. Now these are some high quality meter leads. I know sometimes you hear me say they're mediocre. They're in between. They're not good, not bad. They're in between. No, these are very good. These are not in between. This is high quality, very good multimeter leads, test leads, and so this is not a cheap meter by a long shot. They didn't spare any expense on this meter as far as the build quality. I like it. I like everything about it. But it's a rarity. You won't find these like talking about it. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later.